The basic grammar form. This is the present perfect. Okay, so as you know, the present perfect has this kind of pattern, which is the has and have plus the past participle. Okay, so this is the pattern or the formula in using the present perfect. So we have the first use here, use number 1. So I just try to categorize this one based on its usage for easy understanding. Okay, so let's start with use number 1. We have here unspecified time before now. So we use the present perfect to say that an action happened at an specified time before now. So if you're going to draw this one to have this simple understanding, so this is the past, this is the present, and this is the future. Okay, so we say unspecified time before now. So as we say, an action that happened in the past but in an unspecified time. So basically this area here is somewhere in the past. So let's just say the action happened here. This area here, okay? So it could be up to the present or not, okay? Or maybe it has just finished. So to make it simpler, this is topic number 1. Okay, so we have here the main or the very common usage of the present perfect is to use it when you try to explain something when it comes to experience. Okay, so you can use the present perfect to describe your experience. So it is like saying I have the experience of, okay? I have the experience of. So for example, I have experience. So if they are just both the same, okay? So it's just the layman's term of saying I have experience or I have the experience of. So we have here, you can also use this tense to say you have never had a certain experience. So it doesn't mean that when you say experience, you only use the present perfect to talk about things that you had done before, or we could also say that things that you have never done before. So you can say I have experience doing something, or you could say I have never experienced doing something. Okay? So we have here the present perfect is not used to describe a specific event. Okay? So we have here unspecified. It means there's no specific time. But if you talk about specific events or a specific time, you're talking about the simple past. Okay? So that's the one main difference between the two. But let's just discuss it later, but focus more on experience in topic 1. Okay, we have here an example like I have been to France. So we have here have plus the PP form of be verb been, okay? So if you say I have been to France, it means I have an experience of going to France. Okay? And this means that you have had experience of being in France. So maybe you have been there once or several times. So in this example, actually, it didn't really state how many times you have been there. So I just said I have been there. So it doesn't matter if it's once or let's just say several times. Okay? But if you want to be more specific, you could say, I have been to France twice. Or, let's just say, several times. If you want to be more specific. Okay? But it's also possible to just say, I have been to France and then finish. But it doesn't really say how often. Okay? And we have another use. Okay, we have topic 2. Okay, it says here, change over time. Okay, so we often use the present perfect to talk about change that has happened over a period of time. Okay, for example, okay, you have grown. Grow is the past participle of the verb grow. Okay, so you have grown since the last time I saw you. Okay, so for example, if you're going to put this one, I want to just include a future. Okay, so this is the present. So basically, we say it now. Okay, so as we say, present perfect happened in the past, somewhere in the past, but there is no specific time up to the present, or sometimes it has just finished. Okay, so let's just say the last time you met the person is maybe here. So you can just say maybe 2010. Okay, so now the present is already 2016. So from 2010, this is the first time, or this is the last time that the subject saw the other person. It's 2010, so it's been like 6 years after. So now it's 17, sorry. Okay, that's 17. So it's been like 7 years after. So the last time they saw each other, here. Okay, the last time they saw each other. Okay, in this part here, it's 2010. And then now it's 2017, so there is a gradual change from 2010 to 2017, okay? So we can use the present perfect to talk about change over time. So basically, maybe she or he has grown like several centimeters right after the last time they saw each other, okay? Okay, now let's proceed with the third use of topic 3 for the present perfect. So we're still in use number 1. So we have here topic 3, accomplishments. Yes, accomplishments. So if we say accomplishments, these are the things that a person has reached, or the goals that he has reached for several years, okay? For example, we have here, so like accomplishments of individuals and humanity. So you cannot mention a specific time once again because we're talking about the present perfect, okay? So we have here, for example, man has walked on the... Okay. So this is one of the biggest accomplishments of humanity. Like they were able to go to the moon, got off in their spaceship, and has walked on the moon. So if you talk about accomplishments, as long as you're not mentioning about like a specific time, you can use the present perfect. Okay? Or one solid example is this. Okay, our son has learned how to read. So we have to use has here because our son is only singular, okay? Has learned how to read. So basically it is an obvious accomplishment. Like maybe before he didn't know how to read, but now he has learned how to read. Okay? Okay, now let's move to topic number 4. Okay, so we have here an uncompleted action you are expecting. So there is an action that has been done but not yet finished, and you are still expecting the person to finish the action. Okay, so for example, we have here like James. Okay, so we have here James, only one, so has not finished, has, because our subject is singular. So James has not finished his homework yet. So obviously, the action is not yet done, but you are expecting that James will finish his homework. Maybe soon or a little later. Okay? So that's another use of present perfect. So now let's move to the last topic, which is topic 5. Okay, we have here multiple actions at different times. So basically, there are multiple actions that happened in the past several times, but in different times. So one good example of that one is this. Okay, so the army has attacked that city 5 times. So in this situation here, the action, or there are several actions which have occurred in the past, but in different times. So in using the present perfect, it suggests the process is not complete and more actions are possible. But in this case here, we could really say that maybe it has finished, but most probably it has not. So we can just use, because we're not sure if it will be the last time. Okay? So if we are not really sure that the army would still attack the city another time, so we can just say the army has attacked the city 5 times. So it means like maybe it's not complete yet and there are still more actions, or like maybe there are more attacks that could happen in the future. Okay? So if we are not really sure if there will be no more attacks. Okay? So I guess that will be all for the present perfect in usage number 1. So those are all the 5 topics. Okay? Thank you.